So you are saying, who is God? God can be known through Jesus Christ. How Jesus treated the sick, is he God? How Jesus treated the people he walked around with, is God.
Yeah.
Okay. In your document you say, because I am, thou shalt, and thou shalt not.
Yeah.
What is that?
All right. It is in line with what I just discussed here.
Yes.
That God began to say who he is before he said what he wants. And that is the order of the things and how things should be. He did not say, do this, don't do that, because I am God. No. He said, I am God, so you shall do that. And that key point is very important, because most people think of the Ten Commandments as a list of do's and don'ts. All right? We're saying do this and don't do that. So even most people, when you ask them, why do you obey the Ten Commandments? I'm like, because God said it, that's settled. Like, really? You are just obeying it because he has said?
Yes.
No, that's blind. You need to understand why and how. And you must have a credible reason for your faith, not just because he said it. That's why he began by introducing himself. And he said, I am the Lord, you are God, you shall not. Very important. He said, I am this, and you shall. Not, I am this, don't do or do. You shall, future tense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
The Ten Commandments are not saying, don't commit adultery. They say, you shall not commit adultery. The Ten Commandments does not say, you do the Sabbath. It said, you shall keep the Sabbath. It matters because it's future tense. It's something that comes later, after beholding the truth of who he is.
Okay.
You remember the text which says, by beholding, we become changed. You see?
Yes.
That is how our minds were designed by God to work. Unless we behold the truth about who he is,
Yes.
we can't become what he wants us to become.
So because I am, thou shalt,
Yeah.
is in line with, understand me, then you will, or you shall. Okay.
Yeah. And it's beyond that. It speaks even of the power.
Of the power.
The power. It's come from him.
Yes.
Because I am, you shall. If I am not able, you won't be able.
Okay.
Because Christ is able to save us to the uttermost.
Yes.
To keep us from stumbling. Because he is able, so you shall be obedient. Okay. You shall not do those things which you don't want to do. But all is because he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that would be an answer to a lot of questions.
Yeah, true.
Okay, thank you so much. How is attitude connected to the anatomy of the commandments?
Very important. You remember God spoke to Moses.
Yes.
He actually called Moses in the mountain.
Yes.
And before that, there was a time when he told them to prepare, sanctify themselves before the Lord comes. And they sanctified themselves. They were like, we want to see God. We want to witness ourselves.
Yes.
But when God came in Exodus 20, verse 19, verse 18 to 19, the people were terrified. When they see the smokes, the fire around the mountains, and the trembling voice, the lightning, the thunders, they were so terrified and afraid. They shrank from the presence of God. They said, no. Moses, go on our behalf. You see? But Moses did not run away. He approached the very thing they were
running
away from. So the question is, did the attitude of Moses the same as the attitude of the people? Obviously not.
No.
What did Moses, do you think what Moses was perceiving God would be different from how the Israelites were perceiving God? Obviously yes, because if you perceive God wrongly, if you misunderstand the who of God,
Yeah.
you won't approach him. You see how it connects? So they see the lightning, the fires, the smokes, and the voice, terrifying voice. They thought that is going to destroy them.
Yeah.
You see? But Moses thought that's the power that can conquer the enmity of our sinful hearts towards God. The power that God demonstrated in Mount Sinai, in the eyes of Moses, were the evidence of the power of salvation to save. But in the eyes of the Israelites, it was the evidence of the power to destroy and to kill, to annihilate. You see, what Satan wants us to do is to misconceive the who of God. And if you misunderstand the who of God, the truth about his character, it will be impossible to trust him. It will be impossible to become like him in character. It is what it is.
Okay. Thank you so much. We'll go for a break.
Yeah.
And we pray that the Lord and the Spirit still inspires us in the next. Thank you so much.
God bless.